It's an inspired idea that brings love, hope, and understanding to two groups of people, nursing home elders and at-risk youth. Linda Holloway joins us now from Bessie's Hope. Good to see you again, Linda.
Good to see you.
What was the inspiration? Tell me more about the inspiration behind
My
Bessie's
grandmother.
Hope. Really?
She was, my grandmother was Bessie, but we were called Rainbow Bridge for 15 years. We're 22 years old now, and it was her nursing home experience in Texas that really gave birth to the organization.
Isn't that amazing? And talk about what some of the elders in nursing homes experience emotionally.
Well, they all experience the thing that none of us want to feel is useless. And we can't take care of ourselves, so there's no option but to go someplace where people are taking care of our bodily needs and everything else. And so to make matters worse, 60% of the nursing home elders across the country receive no personal visitors.
They have to be so lonely.
Yeah, loneliness and hopelessness just prevail. Yeah.
So you team them up with at-risk youth. Why at-risk youth?
Yeah. The at-risk youth component was my co-founder, Sharon Brandrup, started that in the late 90s because we still work with preschool through high school, but that particular population need the very same thing as the nursing home elders. They need to feel valued and needed by somebody. And it's like really watching a butterfly coming out of a cocoon. Oh, wow. And they get in touch with who they really are, not who they're labeled to be.
They're like born again. They get a second chance. Isn't that nice? What about the results? Have you seen any positive results?
Oh, yes. Tons and tons of stories. I could tell you stories for 6 hours, but okay. Yeah, like especially the kids who are in residential treatment centers because they've already been in so much trouble. And to watch those, it gives me chills every time, even after all these years, to see this big 6'5" guy with tattoos and pierced body parts all over, kneeling down, taking the hand of the elder, because that's our training. It's, I hate to say mandatory, but with our training and education, they're all over the people, and they're very comfortable with it. So,
how do you find the youth?
The youth, now people are calling us all the time because they've heard that this transformation is so immediate. You know, for an 18-year-old boy to say, I got rid of that anger inside because I grew up in violence and I thought that was the only way to solve things, and Bessie's Hope helped me find a new me.
Oh my gosh, Grandma has to be really, really proud. And you put on a lot of events too. You just had an amazing theatrical production.
Yes, in fact, Sharon, my co-founder, and I wrote that in the 90s. And it's all about bringing a group of kids and a group of elders actually become friends at the nursing home site. Reluctantly though, and it sort of revolves around a kid who represents our at-risk kids, and he especially doesn't want to go, and he said, those creeps, who wants to be with those creeps? And then the guy who becomes friends with is a retired baseball player, and the kid wants to be a baseball player.
Oh, isn't that nice? There's a connection. So we'll have to wait for next year's performance, which will be great, but we can help out by a bowl-a-thon. Tell me about that.
It's our 13th annual, and we need bowlers, and we need sponsors, and we need people just participating in any way. I got kind of a late start because of the musical being such a huge thing. But it's November the 5th, like you said, in 3 different locations. And it's just so much fun. We actually do have people from 2 to 102 because we've had those ages actually bowling. That's why we have these little people here.
Oh, how cute. So they bowl and raise money.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And
very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Let me give them their information so they can contact you. Bessie's Hope brings smiles and well-being to 2 very important generations, our elders and at-risk youth. Be a part of the kindness and compassion that has been serving our community for over 23 years. Support Bessie's Hope by bowling in the Bowl-a-Rama November 5th. For more information, call 303-830-9037, or you can hop online to bessieshope.org. Do it. It'll put a smile on your face and help others.